Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. It's 11:31. So I'm gonna start sharing my specially prepared slides for TWC people, or actually our wellness expert people, our BioFit people, our rhythm people. All right. So every one of you, good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday and a wonderful Sunday morning. All right, good morning, Jess. Good morning. Let's see who is in, yeah? We have Cindy, we have Annie, we have Jean, we have No Nadira. WL is who, Wai Ling, is it? Ziana, Zulfa. All right, thank you, ladies. All ladies, yeah? Okay. All right, guys. All ladies. All right, today we're going to have a very special topic. It's running for weight loss. But before we go into that, I'd like to especially thank you to Irene. Irene is going to be our host today, so she will be helping me. So before we go on, I'd like you guys to know. Hi, Wai Ling. Good morning. Good, Wai Ling. Okay, so you guys, if you need to ask any questions at all during this health talk, yeah, you guys can ask. Okay, I'm not going to wait until the end of the session. End of the session, we'll have more questions, but I'd like you guys to ask because this is a topic that I think we will be quite interesting. As I was preparing this slides, I was actually thinking, how does it apply it to wellness expert, to TWC, to BUFit, to Fit Avenue, to all of us. Yeah, we predominantly do a lot of HIIT exercise. All right. So, but I would like you guys to ask questions when you have any questions at all. All right. I'll do my best to answer you. All right. So this is me. Congratulations for tuning in. All right. So my name is Eugene. For those who don't know me, okay, I'm a certified personal trainer by ACE. ACE is the American what I call certification body. All right. American Council for Exercise, all right? So it's an international accreditation body, all right? And I'm also a certified fat loss coach, all right? So I did all the courses, and I hope give you enough credibility to be able to present to you this topic for today, all right? Let's go to a little bit of myself first. I'm actually in a corporate, all right? So I was actually a COO, Chief Operating Officer of a listed company back in 2012 to 2016. Before that, I was in a company, a telecommunication company. And that company so happened to be the same company as Jason and Nelly, right, which is my ex-colleagues. And that's how I met Jason and Nelly. Okay, so from there, I was actually in IT industry. And my industry is actually focusing on F&B, food and beverage. All right, and that's where you see me getting so fat last time, because I'm actually in F&B industry with IT. All right, so I provide all these IT systems. Okay, so that was me before. You see all these newspaper clippings and all the technology, and this is where I am. I am still actually in corporate. I'm actually a part-time coach. So I am actually still in IT. All right, so if you guys know anything or want anything to know about IT, please let me know. Okay, cool. Right, goodness, to the next page. And of course, like all of you, most of you in this in Wellness Expert, I also encountered my coach. I met my coach actually in a wedding dinner, Jason, because we were invited to the same wedding dinner. And by so happened that person now is actually trying to be a coach after like 3-4 years, right? So that person is Aaron, right? And so he happens to be a friend of my wife, Cynthia. His mother is actually the friend of my wife, Cynthia. And then so happened that Aaron is also Jason's cousin. So we were in the same dinner and same table actually, and then we were talking, and then that's after that Cynthia called Jason and asked him to help me to lose weight, because at that time I was having a lot of what I call a very unhealthy lifestyle, and because of that also I was a smoker. I drink a lot, I entertain a lot, as you may understand, all right? And from there also I actually got very fit. I go through the 10 days program, I go through the BTC, Body Transformation Challenge, and what have you, all the programs that is in Wellness Expert. At that time I was working out in TWC, all right? And then from there I like it so much that I open my own fit club, all right, in Tropicana Avenue. And these are, you see those people here are all in my fit club. And you see, and also from working out in Herbalife, I actually get vacation also. Then last year we went to Korea, right? Together with Cynthia. Also, Cynthia also joined me in this business of helping people, and from there we love it so much. We enjoy our life so much, and we travel a lot. So we love what we're doing. All right. So this is a little bit about me. All right. Let's go to the next page. Okay. So we go to our topic of today. All right. But before I go into the details about running, I'd like to clarify a few things that you might want to know about running and all about exercise. All right. So a lot of times when we do talk about exercise, what is exercise actually? It's actually something called cardio. All right, cardiovascular exercise. Okay, what is cardiovascular exercise? What is cardiovascular in a sense, right? Cardiovascular is actually something to do with your heart. How healthy is your heart, right? Your heart is actually your main organ in your body. So if anything should happen to your heart, a lot of your body will be affected. Okay, so when you're exercising, it's a form of exercise. It's actually, there's two types of exercise which we'll cover later. But the most effective, what I call thing to actually help you in your cardiovascular health and promote what I call prevent cardiovascular disease like heart attacks and stroke and stuff like that is actually physical exercise, right? So, but you have to know different exercises got different benefits. So you can't just whack and do one different exercise, this one specific exercise and say that you exercise. Okay, so so cardiovascular exercise, or cardio for short. Okay, all right. So goes to the next page. Irene, yeah. Okay, so there is something called aerobic and anaerobic exercise. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, so aerobic, air, all right? Remember this word, air. Okay, air means that you have to breathe, right? You have to breathe. And anaerobic means lack of air. That means, all right, so you're panting and you're not enough air and you're actually exerting yourself, all right? So for running or jogging, it's actually known as aerobic exercise. Or the other name for it is called steady state cardio. It's steady all the way, all right? Just run, it's steady, or jogging, all right? And anaerobic is actually bursts of activity, right? Bursts of activity such as sprinting, such as what I call our very famous HIIT, high intensity interval training, okay? And so aerobic and anaerobic are both two types of exercise, right? Based upon the intensity, the interval, and the type of muscle fiber that is incorporated, right, that is used, okay? So, but the one very simple test that you can test whether it's aerobic or anaerobic is the talk test. How to tell the talk test? Meaning that, oh, not yet, Irene, okay? The talk test means that if you actually are working out and you cannot talk, that is the difference, all right? You cannot talk, that means it's anaerobic already. Right? If you can still talk, you can still say, oh, Irene, please turn to the next page, and whatever, that is still aerobic. It's still very comfortable, okay? Which we will go through later in terms of exertion. How much exertion do you want to do? All right, cool. Oh, some new people have joined in, all right? Mi Hong has joined in, Lily Kong, all right, very good, Vinci. Okay, all right, so I just tuned in. Please, if you need to ask any questions, please do ask, all right? This is a special topic that I have prepared for wellness expert people, okay? All right, let's go to the next page. So remember, talk test, anaerobic and aerobic exercise. What is the difference, okay? Before we go into running, okay? Now, what is best for weight loss, okay? So, I mean, the different type of exercise, aerobic or anaerobic, also has one thing in common, which is it actually burns what I call calories. And as long as you're in caloric deficit, okay, so for all of you who have gone to wellness expert fit clubs or gone to what I call, or if you've not gone to any fit club, you've actually been in touch with a wellness expert coach. What's the first thing that they will tell you, or they will gauge for you, is your body composition. All right, so your body composition, there's 9 different things that they measure, and one of them is the BMR. And in previous health talks, I've talked about BMR, the basal metabolic rate, okay? And plus your activities that you do, it adds up to your different levels of your caloric level, right? Which every day you will need to use this calorie to live a normal life, plus your exercise, okay? So when you do anything that you want to do weight loss, right? Normally you want to do is to burn fat and to gain muscle mass, all right? So it's not just about weight, it's weight loss, it's about fat loss as well, okay? So when you do that, you need to do a lot of activities that will burn calories that will contribute to a calorie deficit. That means less than your calorie level, so that you actually will lose fat and hence lose weight. And you don't want to like suddenly drop like that, okay? You want it to be gradually drawing, okay? All right, so the primary concern of your exercise is to shedding fat. Okay, so but in that sense, okay, anaerobic is always the better exercise to do. Okay, let me give you an example. Aerobic exercise like running, you burn about 300 to 400 calories for 5-kilometer run. So how many of you can run 5 kilometers? Type 5. Any of you have run 5 kilometers lately? 5. Okay.
No.
None, okay. So if none of you have run any 5 kilometers lately, you will know that 5 kilometers is actually not so simple. It's not so hard as well, but it's not very simple. Okay, all right. So guys, it may do you a favor if you are not talking, please mute. Okay, mostly 2 or 3 km only, right? So may I know any of you have tried running before? Any of you? Type on the comment.
Running at treadmills?
Yes, running, just running. Any of you have tried running? Okay, if you guys have not tried running before, I'll give you some tips on how to start later. But if you tried running, right, for 2-3 kilometers, you're burning about maybe 200 plus maximum calories, okay? Whereas your half an hour to 1 hour of HIIT, okay, 1 hour of HIIT would burn about 1.5 times to double of that run, the 5-kilometer run. So it's about 600 to about 800 calories burnt. So effectively, in terms of weight loss, all right, anaerobic is still better. Anaerobic is still more effective. I would say better. It's more effective, time saving, and it's more using the right things, all right, to enable you to do weight loss, all right. But when do we need HIIT then? Why do we need to run then? What is the point of running? Right? What's the point of doing all these runs and exerting yourself and everything? Okay, we'll get into that. Okay, everyone follow me so far? Run and walk. That's the way. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, let's go to the different exercise. We're very, very familiar with this, right? It's called HIIT, all right? Even when our online workouts, our what they call workouts during the fit club, fit hour and all those things, right? It's something called HIIT, right? So you guys, when you are doing HIIT, right? But I want to point out one thing when the wellness expert people, especially those who are now you're in the call, is that what we are doing actually for you guys who are working out with us is that generally you are not really doing high intensity. Okay, you are actually doing some modified intensity. You know, medium to low to medium. Okay, why I'm saying that is because I noticed during our fit clubs session is that most of you don't you give up too easily. All right. Now, for example, when we do a Tabata workout, it's normally 20 seconds on, right, and 10 seconds off. Am I right? The thing is, when you do Tabata, you need to do 20 seconds really all out, as in everything. Give you everything. Like you're doing your tuck jump, for example, you're doing a tuck jump, everything. But some of you, like when you start that time, you already like a few seconds into it already, like maybe 3 seconds after that, then only you start. And your jumping is not really exerting yourself. Okay? And then when you hear the 3, 2, 1, when you hear the 3, 2, 1 to stop, by the 3, you already stop. So in effect, you actually really work out about 10, 15 seconds, all right? And that 10, 15 seconds is not really exerting yourself. And then you're resting for the 10 seconds after that. So that one is not very effective. So when you're doing HIIT or HIIT exercise, you make sure that you push yourself. The idea is to push yourself beyond your comfort zone, all right? So the idea, why should you do HIIT? What's the point of doing HIIT, all right? The point is that you are if you are doing HIIT, it's basically if you are experienced exercise. You're experienced in exercise already. Okay, if you're joining our fit club, you're already experienced working out already. Okay, and you want to focus on weight loss. Okay, burning calories during and after your workout. I'll talk about after burn later. Okay, and you want the shorter workout because you're busy, busy lifestyle, everything very effective, done. Okay, and you want to mix up different exercises. The key again, mix up different exercises and intensity to keep things interesting. Not only interesting, but it's also in your mind. Okay, your mind is the most important. When we say 80% nutrition, 20% workout, and 100% mindset, I mean it. We all mean it. 100% is your mindset. If your mindset is not there, you can't push yourself. All right. So, and the other thing is that you want to build up endurance over a period of time. Like for us, like for me, I've actually done it for more than 2 years, 3 years already. So my body sort of got used to it. So you can endure yourself even longer. Okay. So bear that in mind. First thing first, what I call focus on like lose weight, burning more after burn. After burn, remember this word after burn. All right. And your mixing up these two words. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Okay. I'll type it in, all right, and I'll type it in the comment, okay? All right, so what about running then? Who should try running? Okay, so the number one point is that beginners or anyone coming back from long exercise break, okay? So meaning like, for example, during MCO, right, all of us do workout, but we actually not pushing others. See, if you're working out yourself, unless you're very, very disciplined, you will push yourself further. You'll push yourself with every workout, you will trying to push yourself, what I call more and more and more. Okay, so my advice to you guys is that when you actually do your HIIT exercise, right, when you're doing your workouts in the fit club or in online with the wellness experts lifestyle hub, take a mental note. Maybe write down how you feel after each workout. Right, when you're doing, let's say, a crunch. Right, when you're doing after the first workout, then the second workout, then the third workout, make a mental note on how you perform. Are you actually improving? Are you actually exerting yourself more? Just that little bit more from last time. So that if you feel that you're improving yourself, then you are actually good. You're actually what I call improving. You're actually exerting yourself. This is the whole idea of working out. Okay, the same thing with running, the same thing with HIIT. Okay, so anyone coming back from long exercise break to ramp you up to the high intensity workout, you should try running. Okay, and anyone who doesn't like high intensity workout, okay, what I call running is something that you can try. Actually, there's nothing involved in running, really, seriously. It's just a pair of shoes and, you know, just wear your clothes and let's go. All right, so very, very simple. So for someone doing endurance race like a marathon or half marathon, you will not know, but high intensity, some high intensity work depending on training plan may actually improve your endurance. So endurance is also one thing. Okay, when you're training for anything else, there's always a goal in mind. When you're training when you're doing workout, there must be a reason why you're working out. Number one, either could be fat loss. Number two could be hypertrophy. Hypertrophy meaning building muscles. Number three could be strength, right? Should be power. It could be endurance. Endurance meaning you can do very long. Okay, so anyone who is advised also by doctor not to do any high intensity should also try running. Okay, so let's go into one more other point. So a lot of things to think. All right, long break, go into running. Okay, so a side note, when you do your workouts in HIIT, or we call HIIT exercise. So in Fit Club, right, we do a lot of HIIT. The idea of doing HIIT, right, is basically to we need to mute, guys. Okay, all right, so I'm muting you guys first. All right, so unless you want to ask a question, please mute yourself. All right, so what we want to do from having all these HIIT exercises during our workouts at the Fit Club is to do something, not just to burn the calories during the workout, but also after. Okay, when you do any high intensity, really do put your mind into and body into doing high intensity workout. All right, what you want is something called EPOC. All right, some EPOC is called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. So from that itself, your body actually use a lot of what we call calories when you're doing all this what you call exercises, right? And you consume oxygen, okay? You consume glucose actually, or glycolytic, your glycolytic system actually during your workout. But what you want is that after the workout also you have the afterburn. You have the, what we call afterburn. Remember this word, afterburn, okay? And that's the reason why you're doing what you call your high intensity workout, okay? The physical activity demand for oxygen is called VO2, right? Everyone has heard about this, right? VO2, which oxidizes carbohydrates and fats required to produce energy for that tuck jump that you're doing, right? It needs energy. And where does that energy come from? It's either through carbs or fat, and carbs turns into sugar, which is sugar, burns up, then you have energy. Sure? But afterburn is what you want to help you burn fat. So understand so far? Cool. All right. So let's go into other things. All right. Next page. All right. So what you want to do actually is to have the best of both worlds. All right. Instead of just focusing only on HIIT. All right. Sometimes people, when you do a lot of HIIT, right, to a point where your body get used to it. Your body get used to it. The same thing with running. Running, after a while, you get used to it. 5 kilometers, nothing. You know, now you can run faster, you can run faster. You can even go for 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers. People go for marathon or the Ironman and stuff like that. So it doesn't, what I call challenges term anymore. So when you actually doing HIIT a lot, you come to a point where your body, you know, come to a point where you cannot break through anymore. This is where you need something else to break through it, all right? Something simple like running, all right? Running is very, very simple to do. You can run around the block, around your neighborhood, right? Around your padang, right? And you can actually burn. And then from that, actually critical 200, 300 calories that you burn is actually something that breaks through your whole system. Imagine your body is like something pulling you back, your old body pulling you back. And then the new body is telling you that I want to go here. I want to move out from that state where you're in, right? So what you do is that you want to break through, and you need that extra push to push you through to actually get you the results that the new person, the new you, the new version of you wants to get at. So you want to tell the old body, I want to go here, all right? So then you need that extra push. And if you're doing a lot of HIIT, after a point you're like, you know, used to it already, you can't break through anymore. That's where running will come into context. Okay, so rather than actually just run, you actually put running into with your workouts, with your HIIT workouts, right? So now, also that when you're involved in HIIT, right, you're actually building your endurance and stamina as well. You notice or not, when you actually next time, right, let's say you try running now, and then you do your HIIT exercise after like 1 week or so, then you try running again. And I bet you, right, very, 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 very clearly, you will feel a difference. Why? Because your stamina has improved, your endurance has improved. You can even go the extra kilometer, all right, just by doing workouts like HIIT, right? Right? And your HIIT also will improve if you're doing running, the vice versa, right? So it's actually helps each other, all right? So for running, right, I don't want you to just run like jogging like that. Right, jogging. I'll touch about jogging later on. Okay, I'll type it in. Okay, so there's something called RPE. So a lot of concepts that you guys have to think about RPE. What's RPE? Okay, RPE, I'll cover RPE later, but basically it's the intensity, all right? How much exertion, right? What I call perceived exertion that you are having. It's actually from 1 to 10. Okay, 1 meaning very easy, 10 meaning like, die already. Dead already, all right? So you want to have an RPE every time you run the time, or doing whatever running, all right, or jogging, what you want to call it, to have an RPE of 6 to 7. It means a bit harder than center point, okay? Okay, so so this is the key, is to weave, right, your workouts and consistently do it. Okay, so that you will actually get the benefits of both worlds, for running world and the HIIT world. All right, so you want to have consistency. Don't say 1 week you do, 1 week don't do, 1 week you do, 1 week don't do. That is not the point, right? The point is to consistently do it at least 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, all right, cool. Let's go to the next slide. I'll even give you a plan later on, don't worry. Okay, so now RPE, rate of perceived exertion. All right, this is basically a rate, a thing that you see, even yourself, you can see other people, whether they are you know, when you're doing workout that time. And coaches generally, when you are doing workout that time, you will look at this, whether you are exerting yourself or not. Okay, not exerting yourself until you're super dead, like the level 10, but at least 6 to 7 where you can still talk, but you don't really feel until you feel like that already, right? Like you're gasping for air. All right, this is the way we want you to be. Okay, not until you cannot take it, not too much. Okay, so this level, make sure that you're actually at this level 6 or 7. Okay, every time that you are working out, either that or you're running. Okay, all right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, all right, so interweave both, all right, into your schedule, into your weekly schedule. I'm going to give you a sample workout. All right, but precaution that when you're doing workout, as in any workout that you do, make sure that you consult your doctor before trying any workout. Make sure that you know what your heart condition is before trying anything very exertion of yourself. All right, don't exert yourself overly. All right, exert yourself a little bit. Okay, all right. So first thing, the first day, maybe you can actually do a 30-minute sprint interval workout or hit at the fit club. All right, at your fit club, respective fit clubs. Okay, all right, 30 minutes meaning that you actually do a sprint. Now, how do you do this? It's basically, that's how you saw the different levels of intensity or what I call rate of perceived exertion, right? So you do from 1 for maybe what I call 3 minutes, all right, and then rest, all right, and then you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe up to 8. Oh, I mean not yet. Okay, up to 8, and then you go down, you rest again. Okay, and then you go again. All right, so you're sprinting, and then rest, sprinting, then rest. So just when you just now told me about your running and walking, that's actually good. You're actually exerting yourself, and then you rest. Exerting yourself, and then you rest. Same thing like hit. Hit actually you do very intense and then you rest. Very intense and then you rest. You very intense, then you rest. Okay, so the idea is to give exertion. Okay, not too much, but exertion to a level where you actually feel, oh, really, you know, breaking through yourself. Then only you are actually really doing exertion. Okay, that is the whole point of it. Okay, and then after that, day 2, you can actually do a cardio endurance workout. Okay, now let's take a little break here. Let's go into our cardio endurance. I'll give you an example. The link is there. All right, so I'll give you an example of the cardio endurance workout. What is cardio endurance? It's basically this workout. Irene, can you call up that link, the first link? Okay, you scroll down. Okay, so you guys can have this link. You can take a snapshot later. Okay, so go up. Okay, up, as in down, sorry. Down, Irene, yeah. Thank you, Irene. Okay. Okay, so you want to do this workout as in complete each segment of the workout. Okay, with the what I call the speed and the incline and the resistance. For those who are doing the what I call the the machine, running on the machine. This is very good. If you don't have, then you run outside. It's okay. All right. So warm up, very important. All right. So baseline, increase speed. Okay, 5 minutes. Receive assertion 5. Normal level. Okay. And then 2 minutes increase. And then back to baseline, 3 minutes. Okay, 1 minute increase, then back to baseline. Okay, 1 minute increase speed. All right, higher intensity. If you find it difficult, talk 7. You're talking about 7, and then go back to baseline. And then back again, 7, then 5, 6, 5, 6, 4. All right, 39 minutes. Okay, all right, so this is actually what I call talking about endurance. Okay, and you have this link later, no worries. All right, you have this link, go back to that. You can take a snapshot of this one. Okay, and then on day 3, I want you guys to rest or do something very light, like maybe maybe something to do with your upper body, improve certain form, whatever, but don't exert yourself too much. Rest, you need rest. Okay, and then day 4, maybe do some 25 minutes to 30 minutes Tabata workout at the HIIT club, at the fit club. Okay, so Tabata, as you know, I said just now, please make sure that when you're doing Tabata, Tabata is defined as 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Okay, when you're doing 20 seconds on, make sure it's 20 seconds all on. Everything you have all on. okay, rather than you are doing, half-heartedly or just whatever, and that is why Fit Club is so good, because you have people around you, your coaches also push you, and then your people who are working out with you also doing workout, so you feel that type of energy, and then you can work out. That's the whole idea of Fit Club. So don't think that you're so far away or whatever, you can do at home lah. You can do at home. The problem is that you don't exert yourself. Okay, so the idea for you to actually go to Fit Club is actually to do it together and to have the energy to jointly break through yourself every time. Okay, take a mental note every time, as I said earlier, to break through yourself every single time you go for Fit Club. Make it effective, right? Makes it the reason why you work out is actually improving yourself every single workout. Okay, all right, cool. And then the next one, you go for your 30 minutes of what I call moderate cardio, like walking, jogging, cycling, swimming maybe. All right, so that's moderate. Okay, and then you rest the next day, day 6. Okay, and then day 7, do your aerobic cardio. All right, aerobic cardio. Okay, let's go to the second link. Irene? All right, let's go at the intermediate. Okay, again, this doesn't require much what I call equipment. Okay, go down. All right, so again, very important, before any workout, always 5 minutes of warm up. Okay, moderate. Like for running, you do moderate pace, like maybe almost like jogging already. Okay, all right, so increase the baseline 5. Okay, and then go up speed 6, and then what I call, and then 5, and then 6, and then 5, then 7, and 5, then 7, and then 4. Okay, this is like half of what you were doing, or slightly more than half of what you were doing at the just now. Okay, so these 2 exercises you can actually try. So this is a sample. You can actually refer to your coach, all right, or your coach's coach, on how and what kind of exercise to do at what time, interweaving it with your nutrition. Okay, and very, very important, after every workout, right, within half an hour, make sure that you're taking your F1 shakes, your nutrition. Why? It's because that is the time where you need to repair your muscle fiber. When your muscle fiber, during every workout, is actually breaking down your muscle fiber. So within half an hour, you need to build back your muscle fiber. Right? So in certain cases, I want to tell you guys that wherever, for example, during BTC time, we will do something called fasted cardio. Okay? Okay, what is fasted cardio? Basically, you don't eat anything, then you go for your run. And normally we do this. Okay? And the good thing, let me tell you a little bit about fasted cardio. Right? Fasted cardio is basically cardio, as I said earlier, but you're doing it with an empty stomach. A lot of people say, oh yeah, it's not good to do workout with empty stomach, right? But depends on the context and how you want to break through, right? For example, when we're doing BTC that time, you want to make sure that you're actually doing short bursts of time, only maybe very short, maybe one day or 2 days that you're doing this, so that you actually get the results, burning fat more, right? Than you're burning the what I call other things, carbo, all right? So what you want to do during fasted cardio is that basically during morning, after like little bit of your water or whatever, okay, maybe take your shake and shake your tea and your aloe, all right? When you shake your tea and aloe, all right, maybe half a glass like this, and then take, and then you go for your run. And your run doesn't have to be very fast. It has to be, slowly, the jogging level, right? 4 to 5 RPE level, right? And then do about more than 30 minutes. Key point, more than 30 minutes. Okay, more than 30 minutes. And from there, you actually are burning fat. Okay, you're actually burning fat. And then after you actually do your run already, come back, all right, and take your shake. Okay, so that's a tip for you guys when you're doing BTC or you want to really burn fat really, really seriously, right? And that is a very key thing that you can do at certain bursts during your routine, your weekly routine. Okay, all right, next slide. All right, cool. Okay, so running for beginners, I have 7 points for you, given all this context that you have learned before this already. So make sure that you actually take notes on these 7 points, okay? So running equipments, okay? So make sure that you actually have very, the only thing that you really need to invest on is your running shoes, okay? So a lot of people tend to go running with a different kind of shoes. For example, your maybe your tennis shoes or whatever. No, the idea is that make sure your whole legs, your leg have arc one. For those flat feet one, want to say lah. So you might get special shoes, but make sure your actually arc is being covered by the sole of the shoe. Okay, so if you are not covered, you're exerting your feet. Okay, and then when you run that time, the distance, you must make sure that you have to get good running socks so that you don't get blisters. Okay, and then your clothing, don't be those very, baggy clothing. Take it very light clothing, maybe even a very t-shirt that is not so whatever baggy, not so heavy. All right, so you run like that. Okay, all right. Now some of you may want to have these earphones and whatever lah for your music, everything. Okay, that's fine. All right, as long as it's not heavy. Okay, all right. Next. Okay, listen to your body. Okay, all right. If you don't feel ready to run, simply walk. Walk, right? Like you're walking around the block, walk first. Okay, alternate between jogging and walking. So just you're actually doing the right thing. Alternate first. Alternate until you feel comfortable, then run, run, run. Okay, so you must find a pace. Okay, find a pace that you feel good, right? A rhythm, a rhythm. So when you're running the time, you feel a rhythm, right? A rhythm. Some people have very weird rhythm one, so but it's okay, it suits them. Okay, so a pace, right? And that you can actually what I call keep up. Okay, right? And if you have any pain at all, please stop. Okay, so remember always warm up, cool down, warm up, cool down. This is what we do during big club as well when we do hits. The same thing when you're running, right? If you have a buddy, even better. If you have a running buddy, even better. So you run with your buddy. Okay, all right, next. All right, so train time. Okay, train to time, not to distance. It doesn't mean that suddenly, you see, I've seen a lot of people, right? What they do, they actually, what I call, 1 year they don't do anything, right? And suddenly they go for marathon, the Standard Chartered marathon or whatever marathon, all right? So, what's the noise? Let's mute. Okay, all right. So when you actually do that, you're actually really activating your body. That's not really the thing for you. It's not about running a marathon. Okay, it's about listening to your own body, right? And also training to time. So let's say you set your time of 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, let's say you start for 30 minutes. How far can you run on 30 minutes? Up to you, right? But make sure that you focus on the time first, right? The entire duration. Look at the what I call how you are running. Okay, once you are doing, you want to do, make sure that you can actually do the whole duration, right? Without actually resting too much, without stopping lah. All right. So eventually you want to reach that stage. Then you can improve a little bit, improve a little bit, improve a bit. So make 20 to 30 minutes your ideal target first. Okay, start with 20 first. Right, 20 minutes, let's run. Don't look at how far you're going. Okay, just at the time first. Okay, all right, next. Okay, right, so understand, okay, your phases. Don't just, hit and just run, all right? It's actually, unless, okay lah, you are used to it. But most people, when you're beginning, right, you don't want to just, what I call, hit and just go, all right? What you want to do is to train at about level of 5 or 6. Okay, 5 or 6. Remember the RPE? You take about 5 or 6. Okay, comfortable level. Okay, because steady state cardio, steady state running is actually using your fat as fuel. Okay, this is a good part, the best part about running, about steady state cardio, because you're doing you're burning fat. This is what you want. All right, steady state. Okay, so it's important as you start, you increase your distance. Okay, this will be very, very important when you understand which phase you're in. Okay, then you work on your speed later. Okay, all right, so do a steady pace first, steady pace, then only you increase your speed. Okay, all right, next. Any questions so far? Any questions about running? Okay, cross training. Okay, interweave your running. Now, if you depends on whether some people love running. Okay, I know certain people in my fit club who actually loves running more than HIIT. Okay, so it depends on which will you want to actually excel on, which is your goal, right? If you really want running, let's say you want to do a marathon as your goal, right? By all means, go and then focus on that type of training. Use your HIIT as a supplementary, as something that will help you increase your endurance, increase your stamina, as I said earlier. But let's say you want to burn fat, you want to lose weight, you want whatever. So HIIT is the better exercise. The high intensity workout is a better exercise. Then take your running as a supplementary, as something that will help you push the breakthrough, help you increase your fat loss, increase your what you call endurance, right? So those are different things that you can actually interweave your training, cross training, right, into different things. Okay, this will help keep it fun for you, right? And it will keep you motivated. And the most important thing, as I said, is your mind. Okay, next. All right, so technique, one day at a time. Don't throw in too many things into the mix. All right, so for example, foot placement. Okay, when you're running that time, make sure that you are stepping right in between your middle and front foot. Okay, your middle and front foot. Okay, then like that. Okay, don't stomp, don't at your heel. Okay, middle, like it's like that. Okay, and not like that. You know, just up, 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 up. Keep it up. You know, all right. Arm movement, steady and relax. Okay, right? Like you're clipping a paper, a piece of paper, just like this. Okay, like that. Some people do sway left and right. It's up to them, lah. I mean, but basically, get a rhythm, a pace. Okay, and the posture. Make sure you are actually right, strong, and make sure that your core. Every time when we do workout, right, and in HIIT, also in HIIT, in running, also the same thing. You need to keep your core. Right, hold your core, right? Hold your core, and then, right, one day at a time. Don't, if not, you'll be overwhelmed. Right, just a little bit conscious of knee. Do your arm movement first, maybe, then your foot placement, and then your posture. Then before you mix it all together, then you have your style, right? And then improve on your style gradually over time. Okay, follow me so far. All right, cool. All right, next one, last. Okay, so mix some heels. Up and down, up and down. This is basically the basis for you to actually build more strength. Okay, because as you run, next time that heel is not so hard for you. Add in more heel, all right, add in more heel because you're running up. Okay, a lot of you have gone, let's say, for hiking. Okay, why is 1 kilometer of hiking sometimes harder than 1 kilometer of running on a flat surface? Because you're inclined. Okay, so you're actually training the different parts of your muscle. Your hamstring, your glutes, your calves, everything is working harder when you're running uphill, okay, or walking uphill. Okay, so make sure that you actually add in some of these elements, and it's actually fun because if you're going up, you're down, right, you go through a lake and everything. It's actually fun. Your birds are chirping and other things. This is very, very interesting for you to do rather than just actually plain running. Okay, or running on a treadmill. I mean, some people enjoy treadmill, are fine, but you know, I prefer outdoor. Okay, all right, cool. So this is of our running, beginners running. For intermediate and advanced later on, when you can actually cover that. For me, I am not a long distance runner. I don't like to run. Actually, in fact, last time before I do workouts, I hate running. I don't really like running until I do my BTC that time. Then I feel that, you know, I need something extra to push me past my what I call my comfort level. Then that's why I do running. That's where I enjoy running. And I'm running normally about 5 kilometers to maximum 10 kilometers within that range. So I'm not looking for being a very long distance runner. So I keep at that and I keep improving that 5 kilometers. Right. So now I can run within what I call 30 minutes. I can run 5 kilometers easy. Okay. So this is what you want to do. Right. When I started that time, I ran 5 kilometers. I took about 45 minutes to maybe 50 minutes. Very slow, very, very slow. Okay, but gradually I work out to it, right? Look at footwork, look at your hand movement, everything into a rhythm. So after a while, when you listen to music rhythm, and it's very, very enjoyable, it's very relaxing, all right? Okay, then of course, make sure that you actually are consistent in doing it, then you get results. Okay, outdoor got mosquito Sure, now we home. All right, so yeah, a little bit of mosquito, okay lah. Don't run in places where there's mosquito law. Okay, all right, so good. Okay, next slide. I think I did a final note. Okay, for you is that make sure that you rest. Rest is as equally important as your workout. Okay, so because if you don't rest, your body don't have time to repair. Right, you're not a engine, you know. All right, you need to rest. Okay, you need to adapt yourself. Your muscles need to actually adapt yourself. All right, efficiently so that you can repair. And the repair work is done through your what you call your food consumption, your shakes and everything. This is where you take care of yourself. One day a week or maybe two is better for you rather than you keep going like this every day and night going to work out and you overexert yourself to a point where you actually will sometimes collapse due to overtrain. Okay, that situation is even worse. Okay, first love yourself first, listen to yourself first rather than keep on exerting yourself. In your intensity, in your consistency, make sure you find time to rest. Okay, all right, cool. Okay, I think we are at the end of the session. Irene, right? Okay. All right. So I just want to leave you with this quote. You are the sky and everything else is just the weather. Right? You actually are the whole thing itself. All right. So make sure you take care of this person, your person. Right? Then only you can take care of other people around you. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So this is the session I prepared for all of you. Any questions that you have? Any questions at all about running and about HIIT? Any questions at all? Any? All right, Jean. All right. Well, no question. All so okay. All right, cool. All right. So thank you very much. I would like to take a group photo if possible. All right, Irene, can you take a group photo for us?
Sure. Can I have everyone have your camera switch on, please? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dành rồi nhá. All right, when you're ready, give me your best smile. All right, here we go. Just a moment. Some minor technical glitch. So sorry.
No problem. Thanks, Irene.
Let's just double share first. Just a moment, so sorry. Okay, here we go. Great, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Irene. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Make sure that you come and join our what I call session for those who are wanting to be a coach. All right. We have a session later, right? Irene, what time is it? Yeah, at 3:30, is it? 2:30?
2:30.
Yeah.
Thank you, coach.
3:30. Okay. All right. Cool.
Oh.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
bye-bye.
Hey, Ian is also in. Benny also in. Wow, Benny. All right. So, okay, guys. So, I hope this is informative for you. Please make sure if you need to ask me anything, please ask your coach, and you can always reach me. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Continue your journey on your health and fitness. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you.